Yes.
Let's get
I'm
Carlos.
gonna
Have him
give
figure
you.
it out.
I'm giving you a chance right now to earn a full-fledged point, 1.0, not a 0.5, not a 0.75 point, one full point. Curveball question. Let's keep it rapid fire. This one is going to be very simple. What is the best social media platform for brand building if you could only use one? So we'll go virtual left to right. We'll go Steve starting us off.
Building a brand. If I could only pick one, I would pick YouTube. You're going to have the hardest ability to reach people, but if people are on your YouTube channel, they're sold on you. They are fully committed to working with you in one capacity or another. So for me, what's most important is the effectiveness of the channel, not necessarily reach, followers, and likes. So for that, I would say YouTube.
All right, let's go to his right, Leon Barnes.
So if I'm a real estate investor, for me, it would be Facebook, and here's why. I know that Facebook can be one of those where the younger audience isn't necessarily plugged into it, but our average age of the seller that is calling us is still on Facebook, and that's typically, it does trend older. So I personally, if I'm a real estate investor, I'm building the brand on Facebook because I'm looking at getting potential seller leads, and there's a great mix of both young and older audience. So for me, it would be Facebook.
Okay, let's go on to RJ Bates. Your thought on what the best social media platform for brand building would be?
Yeah, it's TikTok all day long. There's nothing out there right now that is performing anywhere close to that. And Leon's laughing about this, but here's the deal. We are actually having to track the amount of houses that we're buying from TikTok now. People are watching my TikTok videos. They're seeing me actually do this business, not sit there like Carlos Reyes and talk about how I lost weight or something along those lines. They actually are doing real estate, okay? And they're like, that guy will buy my house. He actually buys houses. So they're calling me. And the ability to immediately grow your audience, get reach, go viral. You're not going to get that from YouTube. You're not going to get that from Instagram because you're not going to get the help from Facebook on your Instagram Reels like we actually get. So for me, it's TikTok all day long.
Okay. And let's shoot it over to the U. And CJ, close us out.
Yeah, man, I want to point out too real quick, I find it kind of interesting and fascinating how Steve spoke from the perspective first of a personal brand and, what could give the best reach for that. And then Leon kind of spoke from a company brand standpoint. I think it's a good thing to point out because you can build different types of brands for different type of intent. For me, I built my brand largely based on IG, doing Instagram lives, doing different things. And that was very successful for me. Right now, we're literally looking at like, hey, do we do YouTube? Do we do TikTok? I think TikTok is really it. And I'm going to say why I think that's it. Because I agree with Steve at the same time. I've really kind of been torn between the two. But from just doing a lot of research in the last couple of weeks for my own personal brand, I really think it is TikTok. They get more views, more reach than any other platform currently, more users. It's not a young person's platform anymore. If you can, and I'm sure RJ's already doing this, but if you go on TikTok and you can create a way to get traffic, harness traffic, and then direct traffic somewhere, you can make a substantial amount of money from what I'm seeing on TikTok that you can't get on YouTube. You can't necessarily get on IG. YouTube, yes, I think is great for building a brand and extending your brand. But in terms of direct reach to people, which I think is really, really important, I think TikTok right now just gets you there faster than anything else.
And when CJ says his team's doing research on whether to do YouTube or TikTok, they're actually just looking at my TikTok and saying, how the CJ's not actually going to go talk to sellers. He doesn't actually do that.
No, I think what we're doing is we're looking at RJ's TikTok and say, wait, like, how can we get somebody with a better smile, more handsome, with a better beard to do TikToks also and just do the exact same video?
So what I've learned is my old ass needs to get on TikTok because I'm still stuck on Facebook.
Well, Leon, to your credit, at least you didn't say MySpace. At least you didn't say MySpace. Then I wouldn't have been able to bail you out. Facebook's not a bad answer.
Hey, kudos to RJ for locking up deals.
Thanks for the education on that. And to CJ's point, it depends on what type of brand that you're building. I mean, each one of them have great reach and great resources for personal brands, business brands. And so, you can use different platforms for depending upon what type of brand you're building.
And
I'll give
just real quick, RJ,
quick.
this is actually a plus for you. What RJ he shared with me some time ago, he raised unlimited private money from his podcast, right? So just podcast gets honorable mention. Go ahead, RJ.
Yeah. So what I was going to say, I would use a specific example. Last Friday, I was live on YouTube and I was texting and I was showing people how I use batch leads and all of this. Done this hundreds of times at this point. I get a call, I answer it. And the guy's like, yeah, I got your phone number off of TikTok. I've got a house under contract in Mobile, Alabama. I want to JV it with you. Boom, 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 boom. That was the deal I locked up during my live. Forget everything else that was going on. He saw me on TikTok, and that's what got me the deal during that 2-hour live. So.
Wow. That's awesome. All right. So we got some good feedback in the chat too.
Yeah, he probably deserves half a point for that.
He's going to get a full point, an unofficial full point. You have a point on the Weasel scoreboard, but that scoreboard is not important right now. The chat has said right now it's TikTok. Cassie DeHaas said to build a brand, not YouTube. It takes too long, but YouTube if you have a brand for sure. Josh Olaiz said TikTokers are broke though. Not these TikTokers. Man. Not
Well, they're broke, so they have to sell their house to RJ. It actually works in his favor.
I guess we're getting the voting closed out here. Any last second thoughts on the question before we get these votes tallied up?
Yeah, I want to know how Steve Trang just won that when he basically didn't say anything the entire time.
Thank you for the breaking news. Steve Trang with 34%. That actually puts you in the lead for the day, Steve. That's a W.
I will take it.
I
I will
don't know.
take it.
The fix is in. The fix is in.
Thank you, Supercharged. Thank you, RJ's VAs for the votes. I appreciate it.